Hello, I'm Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Spiers. Tim, we've just heard from Nuno. I guess before promotion, fingers crossed. He seems relaxed. I mean, it's obviously going to happen, hopefully Sunday, but potentially Saturday.
I mean, his demeanour, and this is a crucial part of Wolves' success this season. His demeanour doesn't change, and his messages don't change. So, ergo, the players don't really change either. And spoke to Connor Cody before that, and he's relaxed and fine and happy. And you can't sense any nerves or tension. And yes, they've got 3 games to go after this to get over the line, should they mess it up on Sunday or whatever. So but that's the point. His messages are so consistent. He refuses to even talk about promotion. He refuses to.
Has he looked at the table?
Yeah, he'll say every week he doesn't look at the league table.
Can you tell someone, give him a bit of a nudge on Sunday?
Well, I'm gonna print a copy off of the table, I think, and show him on Sunday. No, he just yeah, top of the league.
You're joking.
Someone's gonna have to tell him at full time.
I thought we were 11th.
If Wolves beat Blues, someone's gonna have to tell him at full time that Wolves are promoted because he doesn't know. He won't know.
Fair play. Fair play.
Fair play. He's extremely stubborn.
Sticks to his guns, doesn't he?
No, nobody cares. It's only us that ask him the question. The fans don't give 2 hoots really, because whatever he's done this season, it has worked.
Well, you just take him a line away, man. Like you say, it has worked, and it doesn't matter. I mean, good luck to him. If it's not working, then questions will be asked, but they're not.
No, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at all. Like I said, he's played a blinder this season in terms of his public. What?
Peaky.
Nice. In terms of his public persona and the messages that he's given out in public, because yes, he says them to us, but they're all intended for the fans, and I think it's kept the fans sort of on a level footing. Yeah, not really, but no. Anyway, so he's so consistent, but that transmits to the squad and keeps them calm and keeps them focused. More importantly, because I think one of the key things about Wolves' season has been their focus. Whenever they've lost a game or whenever they've gone through a bad spell, they've come out of it pretty damn quickly, and that's due to the mental strength that they've got. And even this last 2 weeks, been absolutely crazy drama in all 4 of the games in the last 2 weeks. Borough away, Cardiff away, even Hull with Rasmussen, and then Derby with a Neves goal. There's been massive talking points or special moments or things that you rarely see on a football field in the last 2 weeks. But everybody stayed very constant. They're not getting carried away with themselves here. I think we saw when Villa beat Wolves 4-1, and everyone's saying Villa are going to catch Wolves, and then what did they do in the next 2 winnable games? They lost them both, and that's a loss. That's a lack of mental strength and mental character there.
Sure.
But Wolves have accrued that via Nuno, and they've kept it all season.
At the same time, surely going to have half an eye on Saturday night in Fulham.
Of course. Yeah, they'll all be watching it. They're in the hotel watching it pre-match.
Do you think that from a players and a Nuno's point of view, they'll just want to get the job done? Okay, let's hope Fulham draw or lose, or do you think they'd like to have a chance to achieve promotion on the pitch?
Depends on your disposition, I suppose. If you were someone like Nathan Judah as a footballer and you wanted to be a bit
player, by the way, off the pitch.
If you wanted to be a bit of a show pony and take all the acclaim and the glory and win it in front of the fans, whereas if you were a bit more of a professional, like naming no names,
filthy,
naming no, then you might just want get the job done on Saturday over the line, so we can just relax and enjoy ourselves on Sunday with no pressure at all. Yeah. Apart from the fact that they want to win the title.
What do the fans want?
What do the fans want? The fans will want Wolves to beat Blues 5-0, or maybe a last-minute winner. A 1-0 last-minute winner.
Not a 5-0?
In perfect symmetry, I'd love it to be Leo Bonatini, whose last goal came against Blues on December the 4th. Right. Hasn't scored since. I'd love him to get the winner on Sunday, the goal that seals promotion.
On the pitch.
Or maybe Cody, because Cody just never ever scores if he was to get the winner. Anyway, there are so many scripts that could be written, but no, the fans would certainly, I think, would prefer a dramatic win over their local rivals. Yeah. Pat Molyneux to seal promotion and possibly the title at the same time. What a moment that'd be.
Nailed on pitch invasion for sure.
Don't encourage them.
I'm just saying.
Laurie Dalrymple today has
stay off the pitch, peeps.
Yeah, has warned people not to, and he's put in quite a telling line, which may change some fans' mind, saying you don't want to ruin the pitch for the rest of the season. Obviously, they've got the. Whoa! They've got the Sheffield Wednesday game afterwards. You don't want little pivots all over the pitch, going to ruin Ruben Neves' beautiful passing game. So yeah. whatever happens, if they go up, it's going to be very special. And I've never known, this rarely happens where you can achieve something by beating your local rivals in this way. We saw Man City mess it up against Man United, so that's what Wolves have got to avoid, because it's almost the perfect way to do it.
And like you say, Blues fighting for their lives as well, the other end of the table.
Yes, with a new manager since Wolves last played them in the form of Gary Monk.
Get him off.
former Middlesbrough manager, very good manager, and yeah, so he's stabilised them a little bit and got them above the line in terms of relegation. But yeah, they're still very much in a dogfight. But it's an easy one for them to approach in a way, because they've got absolutely nothing to lose. They're expected to be thrashed, and they're expected to be play their part in the party. Whereas what they want to do is spoil that party and beat Wolves. So Wolves have got to be careful. We saw the Hull game a couple of weeks ago, and again that Man United game. Man City cruising at half time, should have been 5-0 up. They completely took their eye off the ball in the second half and lost 3-2. So if Wolves, it's unlikely because they haven't been doing that this season, but if Wolves fall into that trap, then they're in for a shock. Absolutely.
And I thought it was interesting from Nuno talking about the squad as a whole, because they have been united this season, whether they're playing or not. I mean, there's a lot of players who'll be kicking their heels and they'll be very disappointed with the lack of game time recently, but you wouldn't tell it, would you, from the faces?
It's always interesting for me how after every single game, club captain Danny Bart will stick a tweet out, win, lose or draw. You know, he hasn't played since Villa when he got hauled off at half time, but he's or second half. He's still tweeting. He's you know, I find that indicative of the squad really. And we saw the celebrations after Cardiff. You know, you've got Courtney Hawes on there in the thick of it and everything. So yeah, no, of course there will be some people who aren't. There'll be some people in the squad who aren't enjoying this. So some of them will be hating it.
Frank.
Rafa, Mia and others. No, they'll be hating it, because someone like Danny Bart or Courtney Hawes will feel they can make a very big contribution to this team. Alfred and Jai, he's spoken to us a few times this season, said he's frustrated his lack of game time. So that, you know, they might some not naming any names, but some of them won't be enjoying it as much as others. But in general, it's been a massive squad effort, and they have got a good team spirit, and all the Portuguese lads together. That's a key part of it as well. What was the original question? I've massively gone off on a tangent.
I don't know. I've really moved on.
It's a squad game, and Nuno pointed out some of the unsung heroes this week. You know, we were all asking him about Neves after the Derby game, and he said, well, you know, there was one player on the pitch tonight who took a massive kick at the start of the second half and could have come off, but he played in pain all the way through to the 94th minute. Who's that?
Well, you kicked me under the table. So.
Remain safe.
Remain safe.
And then he said, you know, in the 92nd minute we're 2-0 up, and who's sprinting back to clear the ball?
He loves a bit of safe, doesn't he, to be fair?
Was Matt Doherty. So he was saying, you know, that there are heroes across this team, and yeah, that's a good point to remember.
Nuno doesn't want to talk about promotion, etc.
Are we still going?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you not want to?
No, it's just quite a long video.
Oh well, I don't mind. Getting promoted is fine.
Okay, cool then.
Don't want to talk about promotion, but he did say that I think where it will rank in his achievements.
Yeah,
I think he'll be right at the top of the list. What do you think?
He obviously refused to entertain that question. So you look at his.
Speak for him.
Well, I believe this would be the first kind of. Oh no! I've set myself up for a fall here. Well, he finished fourth in the league with Valencia. Rio Ave got to mid.
Stats,
he got into Europe, which is a fantastic achievement for a relative minnow in Portugal. And then Porto second in the league, last 16 in the Champions League. But you know, he's said it in the past couple of weeks how that this is as tough as it gets as far as the competition goes. The Championship is as tough as it gets
in the world. He said in
world football. He said it a few times recently. So because he said that there are 15 teams that think they can get in the playoffs. It's extremely competitive. You know, in most leagues in the world, certainly the top divisions across Europe, like in Portugal, for example, there's only 2 or 3 teams fighting for the title. Same in Holland and a few others as well. But in the Championship, yeah, you've got 15, maybe more, who've got aspirations of promotion, and they all want to shoot Wolves down. It's been extremely difficult, but you know they've the way they've responded to setbacks and the way they've got through the hard times this season has been deeply impressive, and it's all down to that man. Where we're ranking his career, yeah, it's one to ask him again. Maybe I'll answer it next time.
Okay, me and Tim will be at Molineux on Sunday. If you want to meet Tim and get a selfie with him about 2 o'clock in the centre circle, he'll be on that pitch. Fingers crossed. For all the build up on this one, make sure you log on to expressthestar.com.